Alright, I've had several friends ask me about modifications to my Weber Smokey Mountain. So I'm going to make a video, throw it out there on YouTube. Hopefully it can help some other people modify their smokers. So this is the 22-inch Weber Smokey Mountain. It's the largest of the Weber products, and it has two cooking surfaces, which is one of the main reasons I purchased this one. So I could probably fit 6 pork butts or 3 or 4 briskets on it at a single time if need be. But some of the things I've done to it that I enjoy, that make it a little bit easier to smoke meat, I just wanted to share. So first of all, probably the least expensive and the one that gets the most use are on the base. I put casters. So each one of the wheels, or each one of the legs has wheels. An easy way to do this, you can pick them up at a hardware store. Make sure you get the locking ones. You don't want this thing rolling away from you mid-cook, but you can just set up your Weber Smokey Mountain, and you can drag it side to side on the concrete, and what it's going to do is scuff up the base, and I'll show you where the bottom is. They don't have to be perfectly level, but as long as they're close, it really helps wheeling it in and out. You know, we've had some, I know one person in our neighborhood had one of these stolen, or had his smoker stolen, different type, but you know, if they're on your deck or in your driveway or someplace like that, thieves will notice. Now this allows you to wheel it in and out of a garage or any other secure location that you have. Very easy. You know, one hand you can move the entire smoker, whereas if you don't have any kind of wheels, it can be a pain. So I like that, and that's really just maybe a $15 improvement. Bolt right in. The metals, you can get a bit to drill right through this. It's aluminum alloy. It's very simple. So you can get a multi-purpose bit. It'll drill right through it, so you don't have to worry about ruining some of your bits. The next one that I like is the hinge. So on the back of the lid, this is really easy to install. You can get them online for about 60 bucks. Again, what's nice about this is rather than set it down on the ground, get dirt on the lid or dog hair or anything else, it'll lift right back up and it'll lock open. So that makes it really useful when it comes to tending to any kind of product you might have on the grill. So I like that one. It's pretty easy to shut. You can do it one-handed. I'll show you. Just lift up and shut it. So I like that modification as well. Another one is I got a gasket for all along the cook surface. There's a gasket. And then I went ahead and put that down on the smoke side as well. So seal it up nice and tight. Makes it more efficient. You spend less on charcoal. So that's a pretty cheap fix too. So you can get that for about $25. The one that makes it the easiest to smoke is by far the most expensive, and that's a temperature controller. There's several different products out there. I use the BBQGuru DigiQ. And what this does is these 2 probes. You can see one for the pit, one for the food. And that's right here on the surface. So you have the pit probe, which just fastens straight to the cook surface. And then you also have the food probe, which you enter straight into the food. It'll monitor the 2 temperatures, and it'll keep the temperature set for the pit at what you want. How it does this is there's another cord that goes down to the blower. So there's a fan in there, and it'll monitor the temperature. If the temperature gets too low, it'll feed more air into the coals, raising the temperature. I found that it keeps it within about 2 to 3 degrees. And what makes it nice is, like tonight I'll throw on a pork butt. Before I go to bed, I'll cue up the temperature, it holds about 225, 230, and by the morning I'll come out and it'll hit the stall. It'll probably be at about 160, but it's good for a 16-hour cook. You know, you can come in and maybe throw a few more coals on it halfway through the cook, but it'll keep that temperature pretty solid. It makes it pretty easy. Some of my friends say it's cheating, but holding that steady temperature really helps get a good product, whether it's ribs or pork butt or especially brisket, which is a little bit more sensitive to temperature. So that's my modifications. I hope this helps out. Maybe if anybody has ideas, I'd love to hear them in the comments, or maybe give you some ideas as far as gifts you can give that smoker in your life. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks.